Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Pro-Am Street Stock Series, sponsored by East Action Sports LLC / Team Goon Squad. My name is Mason Heimbaugh with Team Goon Squad here in the booth, bringing you the action here today for the Pro-Am Street Stock Series here at Southern National Motorsports Park. Just over a quarter-mile track that we're going to be doing here today as drivers are getting gridded up and started. Getting ready for the first heat race of today. Travis Sacoup in the 45 going to be starting out in first place with Jesse Lambert in second, Casey Carrington in third, Andrew Lewis in fourth, Spencer Breslin in fifth place, Case James in sixth, Brian Wagner in seventh, Robert Cornwell in eighth, Dylan Benson in 9th, Ryan James in 10th, Cedric Fateau, I'm sorry if I got that incorrect, in 11th, Greg June in 12th, Tyler Evans in 13th, Aiden Haller going to be in 14th, Anthony Reiner in 15th, Anthony Adams in 16th, Johnny Hurst in 17th, Stephanie Rivas in 18th, Brandon Hartwell in 19th, Tyler McRae in 20th, Dennis Smith in 21st, Sean Patrick in 22nd, James Miller in 23rd, and Mike Myers in 24th. Now, I do believe that is showing all of the drivers that we have present for tonight, but for this first heat race, there's only 10 drivers out on track, and that's going to be all of the... only just a handful of drivers here, actually. Brian Wagner, Spencer Breslin going to be the drivers taking the green flag here, taking it out of turn 2 down the back stretch. We are 3 wide here. Going back to double file, but these guys still pushing aggressively. Going back into turn 1, Brian Wagner, Spencer Breslin taking it side by side. Brian in that 35 machine taking the lead here as he goes back into turn 3 out of turn 4. 9 laps left to go, 8 as we cross the line. Starting to form some single file lines here up in the front of the field, but look at all the action that we have forming between all of our drivers here. Looking at Cedric in the 52 machine. As he goes single file, we have a driver going sideways. Looks like the 82 of Anthony Reiner. Almost taking it into the wall on the front stretch. Getting himself collected and back together. Going into turn 3 and out of turn 4. Anthony finding himself in 7th place currently as he works his way into turn 1 with the 58 of Johnny Hurst on his inside. Johnny falling just behind him. Gonna duck back for just a moment, it looks like. But a lot of these guys here absolutely duking it out here in this first heat race. 5 laps left to go. The 31 machine of Casey Carrington on the rear end of the 45 of Travis Sacoup, trying to work his way to that rear end, see if he can get a little bit of draft going and possibly make a pass, but he's got to close that gap just a little bit more, and it looks like he might even be having a little bit of struggles in that 31 machine here today at Southern National. But as we look just a little bit forward of that, 355 of Spencer Breslin in that Team Goon Squad covered machine. In 3rd place currently with this 4-pack that we have here out in the lead. 2 laps left to go. The final lap as we cross the line. Who is going to take first in this heat race for today? Brian Wagner looks like he might possibly take it home. Travis Sacoup in 2nd, Spencer Breslin in 3rd, with Casey Carrington taking home 4th place. Cedric, ooh, having a little bit of a moment there, it looks like. Tyler Evans in the 58. looks like going to be taking home 6th there. That is going to round up our first heat race for today. We still have one more to go as we get ready to start that one here momentarily. And that's still not going to display the correct thing that I would like it to, so we're going to just roll with it. So currently, out on track, you can actually see the top 10 on the left-hand side of your screen in the timing tower. So, going to be starting out. Actually, that does not seem to be correct. So, Jesse Lambert looks like going to be starting out first in the 46 machine with Case James. Going to be second, Robert Cornwell in third. Ryan James going to be in fourth with Greg June. In fifth, Aiden Haller. In sixth, Anthony Adams. In seventh, Stephanie Rivest. In eighth, and Sean Patrick going to be in ninth place here for the second heat of today. As drivers get themselves ready to go. Oh! Some issues on the formation lap already. The 16. Case James, and it looks like Aiden Haller in the 51. Both having some issues right at the start before the flag is even dropped. Nope, that was the 46 of Jesse Lambert. That was going to be involved there with Case James. But as we take it around the back stretch, the pace car is going to dive down into pit road. We are going to kick off our second heat race for the day, and here we go. Robert Cornwell, look at that, 3 wide into turn 1 right off the start. Look at this field. They are trying everything in their power to make anything happen. This is thrilling to watch. The 57 of Robert Cornwell going to be the one at the top of the pack here as we go back into turn 1 down the back stretch as they come out of 2. Look at that, 3 wide there for just a moment there. Second place, Case James in that 16 machine. Oh, look at that. Both drivers in third and fourth almost go sideways, but we have some issues that it looks like happened possibly towards the back of the field, but no one ultimately finding themselves out of the race here. It looks like everyone's still going to start dropping single file. The 77, Stefan Rivas. I think I said Stephanie Rivas when I announced her name earlier, and I apologize for that if I did. But the 77, Stefan collides with the 16 of Case James as he loses it going down the back stretch. Robert Cornwell still our race leader with 5 laps left to go. Cautions are not important here. With only 5 laps left to go here, folks, this is, Robert Cornwell is going to be looking pretty calm and collected here and ready to finish this one out. Look at that, the 46 of Jesse Lambert coming out of turn 2 gets a little loose and slide job into 3 and 4 with 3 laps left to go. Stefan on the inside out of turn 2 down the back stretch. These two almost side by side here. 3 laps left to go. 2 once they cross the line. Look at that. The 77 gets wicked loose, keeps it together. 2 laps left to go. Robert Cornwell, our current leader here in the second and final heat race. Final lap is upon us. The white flag is out. Robert Cornwell looking calm and steady in first place. 25. Sean Patrick going to be almost side by side as they come across the line for third and fourth. They collect into the 46 of Jesse Lambert. That's going to conclude our second heat race for today. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will come right back and bring you the feature race for today. Drivers are going to have a last chance qualifying, and then we will come back to the action here on Team Goon Squad. Stay tuned for more iRacing.
Driver Carrington gets dumped by Benami. The leaders are winding up here. Daytona, the big one is out.
Alrighty, folks, and welcome back to the Pro-Am Street Stock Series, sponsored by Team Goon Squad. Here is our starting grid for the feature race here today. At Southern National, Travis Coupe starting out in first, Jesse Lambert in second, Casey Carrington in third, Andrew Lewis going to be in fourth, Spencer Breslin going to be in fifth, Case James in 6th, Brian Wagner in 7th, Robert Cornwell in 8th, Dylan Benson in 9th, Ryan James in 10th, Cedric Toe in 11th, Greg June in 12th, Tyler Evans in 13th, Aiden Haller in 14th, Anthony Reiner in 15th, Anthony Adams in 16th, Johnny Hurst in 17th, Stefan Rivas in 18th, Brandon Hartwell in 19th, Tyler McRae in 20th, Dennis Smith in 21st, and Sean Patrick in 22nd. James Miller in 23rd, Mike Myers in 24th. Chad Puderbaugh in 25th, John Brancacchio, I'm sorry again if I got that incorrect, 26th, Benjamin Wilson in 27th, Hunter Holden in 28th, and William Vander, excuse me if I get that incorrect, in 29th, rounding out our field here today as drivers work their way around the field with the pace car in tow. And as we get ready up here in the booth to begin our action for today, with Brian Wagner out in the front of our field here today. There we go, the green flag is out. Robert Cornwell trying to do everything he can to get a jump on the field, but look at that, we are 3 wide. Going through the back of the field here, trying to get every look at that field, working their way out of turn 3, down, or out of turn 4 actually, down the front stretch. Oh, we got some unsettling action towards the back. Brandon Hartwell looks like he was involved in an incident here, possibly. We're going to stay green. We're still running. A lot of these guys starting to fall single file towards the middle of the field, but up towards the front, that is not the case as we have drivers going sideways. Robert Cornwell in the 57 begins an onslaught of issues for the rest of the field. As we continue on, lap 4 of 75. A lot of drivers checking up as well as we continue on with our race. Brian Wagner still out in the lead, but as our pace car comes out, and it would appear here as well that cautions are not properly showing for us today, but that is okay. I assume that there was a caution present, and that does appear to be the case. So, with that in mind, Brian Wagner, Travis Akup, Spencer Breslin, all three of these drivers here taking the top 3 thus far. Travis down a position from where he started it, from first down to second now. He's going to have another opportunity to take a chance to retake that position, but only if he gets this restart perfect. And that is easier said than done. So we ride on board here with the 45 of Travis. As I believe this will be our final lap around before that pace car works its way back into pit road. And we are green flag racing once again here at Southern National. There the 45 goes, lining himself up for the double file restart. Coming into turn 3 out of turn 4. And here we go. Green flag is out. Trying to stay on the rear end of that 35. He is going around the outside. Oh, and they collide out of turn 2 down the back stretch. Travis Akup in the 45. That's going to put him down into 5th place now, in a worse spot than he was in when he started at that restart. Look at the front of the field here, getting all kinds of loose. But speaking of loose, Anthony Reiner in the 82 machine also getting himself rather unsettled as the next caution flies out onto the track here. We're going to see if we can take a quick look at the replay. Oh, that is just absolutely saddening to see. As we get back and sorted behind the pace car, looking at Casey Carrington in the 31, you can see how mangled some of these cars are already starting to get shaped up to be. Jesse Lambert in the 46 machine. Going to be taking the lead here with the 355 of Spencer Breslin in second place. Travis Akup in the 45 going to be taking third here on this restart. The field gets ready to rock and roll here once again. Lap 13 of 75. Very short laps, or lap times rather, that we are seeing here at Southern National, as per usual, for short tracks. About 16 seconds to make it around this roughly quarter-mile track here in the street stocks. As the pace car comes down into pit road, the green flag is going to fly once again. Jesse Lambert in the 46 machine, taking it. Oh no, look at that on the inside. The field getting, oh no. Adding insult to injury, that one definitely not going to go over very well. And as the caution is out on this one, clearly as we are behind the pace car. Getting ready for our next restart of the race here today. Lap 18 of 75 that we're on, and this is, I believe, the second caution that we have had come out for this race here today. Lap 19 of 75 that we are on here today. And once the pace car comes down into pit road, I believe that will put us on lap 21. So if this trend of cautions continues for these drivers, we may see this race end under yellow flag conditions possibly, but I don't want to jump to conclusions, and I'm sure that after a while things will get sorted out as Jesse Lambert is greeted with the green flag and takes it away, leading this field here as drivers start to get a little wobbly towards the back end of the field here today. Kind of looking here, taking a little bit wider look at what's going on down there on the track. You can see Stefan Rivest in the 77 machine. We got drivers 2 wide, some spots almost 3 wide here. So look at that, right towards the back. You can see just how close some of these guys wanting to get to one another. Cedric in the 52 on the outside, not able. Ooh, we got a driver down on the inside, the 553, Tyler Evans. Not having the best race here at Southern National. Lap 24 of 75. Oh, a little bit of contact there from the 52. As our third caution flies here for the race. More and more drivers finding themselves out of the race or down in the pits trying to fix what they can. as we get ready to go here. We're riding on board Casey Carrington during that time. Just slowly waiting for the pace car to make its way down into pit road. Lap 28 of 75 that we are on right now. 29 once we cross the line and the green flag flies. Jesse Lambert with another impressive restart. Travis Acoup, Spencer Breslin. Oh no, looks like we have carnage happening back here for drivers. Stefan Rivest in the 77 and Ryan James in the 87 going to be involved in another wreck here. So the pace car comes back out, not even making it a full lap around the track before we have another caution come out onto the track. And like they say, cautions breed cautions. It's definitely something that we see happen in a lot of different racing series, and I think tonight is, or today rather, is no exception, being that this is now, I believe, the fourth caution that we've had for this race. We approach almost halfway through the race here today at Southern National. A lot of interesting driving that we've seen from drivers, and challenging driving. Well, it's a challenging track is what I'm trying to get at. And with a lot of these guys wanting to go 3 wide, taking chances and really trying to push themselves, I think something like this was definitely bound to happen. And hopefully we will see it improve as the pace car works its way into pit road. And we are green flag racing here once again at Southern National. Jesse Lambert taken away with the lead. Travis Acoup in that second place spot, trying to get himself away from the 355 of Spencer Breslin. It's not exactly letting Travis get away from him anytime soon, but looking behind these guys are too wide, too deep, almost 3 deep. Casey Carrington gonna be on the outside of the 27 of Sean Patrick as they duke it out here for 4th place, as the caution comes out here once again. We're going to be approaching very quickly the halfway point. Actually, I believe we are already there. Once we cross the line, lap 37 of 75, I believe this is just about the halfway mark. So hopefully for the drivers, we'll see some green flag runs for these guys and allow them to have a little bit more racing. Come across the line, lap 39 of 75. Well, I believe once we come around, the pace car will come in. And indeed it will. So we will be green flag, lap 40 of 75, just over halfway through this race here today. And here we go, the 46, Jesse Lambert, with the great start. Travis Acoup in the 45 on the outside of Spencer Breslin. Coming out of turn 2, a little wobbly there. The 45 is as he goes sideways into 3. Keeps it together almost. Collects himself with Casey Carrington, but does not avoid more carnage out on the track. Oh man, look at that. Multiple drivers getting collected in that wreck there. That is absolutely not what we want to see here for these drivers. That is gonna hurt. And that is gonna throw out another caution. That's gonna bring the safety car back out. And here we go, lining up, double file, getting ready for the restart here once again. We're going to be on lap 45 of 75 once we cross the line. Here we go, on the loud pedal we go. You can see Spencer Breslin in second as he goes on the outside, leaving a little bit of room. That's going to open the door for Sean Patrick. Great driving here that we're seeing from all these guys. Look at that, 2 wide, 2 deep, going into turn 3 out of 4. Across the checkered line, 46 to 75. Looks like we have more drivers getting collected in row. Man, look at that. Bumping and grinding on the wall on the exit of turn 2. We're still green flag racing. Sean Patrick in second place, trying to do everything he can to catch back up to first place driver Jesse Lambert in that 46 machine, but no, we have more issues back here in the field. Tyler Evans not able to avoid the 82 of Anthony Reiner, who's looking like he is having some major issues there for a moment, and it looks like he is going to come down into pit road and park it for the race. "25 laps left to go here at Southern National, the Pro-Am Street Stock Series, sponsored by Team Goon Squad. Jesse Lambert, our current race leader, with Sean Patrick now in second place, followed by Casey Carrington in third. Once we cross the line, it's going to be 23 left to go as we come down the back stretch into turn 3 and out of 4. Will our drivers be able to keep it green for the remainder of this race? We'll find out. As the green flag flies, Jesse Lambert into turn 1 with Sean Patrick right on his door. That does not last for very long. Out of turn 2 down the backstretch, Jesse Lambert able to work his way away from the 27 of Sean Patrick. But still, the 27 of Sean Patrick still is getting ever close to the rear end of that 46 machine, but looking just behind these drivers, you can see Spencer Breslin in the 355 battling it out here with the 25. Brandon Hartwell for fourth place. 21 to go here at Southern National. The fighting has not ended, and it does not look like it's going to end anytime soon here. With 20 laps left to go. These guys too wide, too deep. Every single turn, door to door. Fantastic driving that we're seeing from these drivers here with 19 to go. Breslin. Oh, look at that. Ryan James had a little bit of a moment, got wicked loose. That's going to throw the caution out here once again with 18 to go. Lambert looking like he had some issues there as well, as the pace car comes back out onto the track, lines everyone back up here once more. All right, with 15 laps left to go, it looks like we're gonna take a couple more laps around before the pace car is gonna come back down. And for all of these drivers here, I think this is where things are gonna get a little tense. Very interesting up here in the booth as the field has it's whittled its way down to just a handful of drivers out on track currently. It looks like 13 that are actively out on the track with 14 to go. And it looks like the pace car is going to come in this time around. And that's going to leave us with 13 laps. And hopefully the final green flag run for these drivers. Jesse Lambert takes it away once more. Sean Patrick, Casey Carrington going to be side by side going into turn 1 and 2. Casey falling back there just a little bit. Everyone going single file here as they come out of turn 4. Trying to keep it steady, keep it easy for these final few laps. 12 to go. Jesse Lambert, all he's got to do is just keep it steady. Keep doing what he's been doing. Keep hitting his marks as well as he has been. Sean Patrick, though, starting to see an opportunity. 11 to go. He's going to have to make it work, make it happen fast if he wants to make that happen. Brandon Hartwell in the 25 machine, you can see in fourth place. Falling behind the 31 of Casey Carrington. All of these drivers here, but Casey Carrington makes a switcheroo. Takes second place, and now Sean Patrick gonna be our leader now. He's gonna take it away very quickly here. Casey Carrington trying to stick with it, trying to stay on the rear end of that 27, but Sean Patrick just seems to have something going for him. Able to hit his marks. Stay consistent with 8 laps left to go. That is the name of the game. That is key. In a race like this, Brandon Hartwell in the 25 machine. Gonna be looking here to try and take second place. Casey Carrington on the outside. out of turn 2 down the back stretch. Ooh, 7 laps left to go here. Brandon Hartwell taking that second place position. As Casey Carrington and Travis Akup go side by side here for third place. Oh, as I was about to say that. Oh no, Casey Carrington, Travis Akup. Travis on his roof for just a moment, flips back over. The caution flies once again here with 5 laps left to go. 4. As Sean Patrick Jr., or Sean Patrick, I don't know why I said Jr., crosses the line and the pace car comes out. I gotta wonder if we're gonna be able to have a green flag run here before the end of the race. I guess we'll find out. Here we go, 3 laps left to go. We're gonna have an early pace car entry. Sean Patrick Jr. is gonna have a chance to lead this race once again, possibly take home the win, but there's driver smacking into the wall behind him. And as I say that, the field behind the leader collects into one another. Sean Patrick Jr., it's the final lap. The white flag is out. All things are out the door. Look at that. Casey Carrington. Oh my God, the action just does not stop. Sean Patrick taking home the win. Spencer Breslin across the line for second with Aiden Haller. In fourth, Ryan James. And the rest of the field trying to work their way across the line. But that is going to conclude our race here today at Southern National for the Pro-Am Street Stock Series. As we get our race results up here, Sean Patrick taking home the win, Spencer Breslin in second, Aiden Haller in third, Ryan James in fourth, Brandon Hartwell in fifth, Tyler Evans in sixth, Casey Carrington in seventh, Robert Cornwell in eighth, Anthony Adams in ninth, Travis Akup in 10th, Jesse Lambert in 11th, Stefan Rivest in 12th, Brian Wagner in 13th, Anthony Reiner in 14th, Johnny Hurst in 15th, Cedric Fateau in 16th, Greg June in 17th, Case James in 18th, Dylan Benson in 20th, Andrew Lewis in 20th. Not sure why it's not cycling. Okay, never mind. All right, that is going to conclude our race here today, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.